So after last video was kind of a downer, but it kind of it was stuff that needed to be said. I decided, you know what, I don't want to bring down the mood, so let's do another video. And I just decided to pull this out of my ass because I shockingly do that a lot. Anyway, so in the previous video, before the update one, I guess you could call it, I talked about my pitch for 2 Universal Monster houses at Halloween Horror Nights. And since, we're getting closer and closer to HHN, it's getting closer, and I'm just going to, just say this out loud. I think when Halloween Horror Nights officially starts, now that's just when Halloween starts for me. I know they said they're going to start in August now, so fuck it. The world's burning, and Christmas keeps encroaching closer and closer on Halloween, so get fucked. Let's just celebrate spooky season. I'm going to make it that rule, that Halloween, when Halloween Horror Night starts, that's when spooky season, when Halloween season officially gets to kick off. So when it starts in August this year, then I will fucking do that. Because if you like Christmas chuckle fucks out there can start saying Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas and whatever during the Halloween season, or start putting up Christmas decorations during the October season, then by God, I will just start putting spooky season further and further till it's up in 4th of July's asshole. So help me God, I will do it. I will fucking get all up in the 4th of July's guts with no lube. With a jack-o'-lantern. Anyway, what was I doing? Right. So yeah. So this is videos I've talked about before, but this is going to be other Halloween Horror Nights houses, but based off of certain bands and music and whatnot. And we've seen that before. Obviously, we had that with The Weeknd. That's been the most recent one, which actually the Weeknd houses were actually pretty fucking solid. And we've seen that before with the Black Sabbath, and I think... But yeah, Black Sabbath comes to mind. There was also a few other bands here and there that have basically been bands and musicians who have been part of the Halloween Horror Nights tradition. But there's always been several songs and bands and whatnot that have always not haven't been there yet for one reason and another. And we're going to talk about that. And I've talked about it before, but hey, I like talking about it. So starting off, I have been dying. This is one of the things I've been dying to have at Halloween Horror Nights for years. I want a house based off of Michael Jackson's Thriller, because the whole music video really is perfect. When you think the whole music video is just a house. It's just a HHN house. The fucking facade. That's the movie theater. You go in and you see all the posters of Vincent Price's movies on there, and you see that, and then you go the first scene you would be is going through the theater, and the jump scare would be people jumping at the theater or hearing some of the sounds from the theater, and even have someone popping out of the theater screen, they pull back fabric that looks like a movie screen to pop out at you. Then you go into the movie itself and have Michael Jackson Werecat just spring out at you. Maybe even have a jump scare where the girl's screaming. That also work. Then you move out into the streets, and that's when you get popped out by zombies and Zombie Michael, and you're just hearing the music throughout the entire thing. It's just perfect. Hell, you could have in the outside the facade the Vincent Price part playing on repeat. And as you go further and further, you go into the abandoned house, see more zombies, the girl screaming, that could be a great jump scare. And then at the end of it, it's just you're back in the regular house, and the final scare is Michael with the cat eyes, neat, just kind of jumping at you, and you hear Vincent Price's laugh at the end. So the only reason I think they haven't done this, because this would just print money. This whole Michael Jackson's Thriller could easily work as a house. It's perfect. The whole music video is perfect. But I think the reason why they won't do it is probably because it's probably too expensive. The Michael Jackson estate would probably ask for a lot of money, and just for the music rights alone, and also to use likenesses, they would have to there'd be a lot of hoops to jump through. And you could say, oh, but what about like what if they use Michael Jackson's Ghosts or Blood on the Dance Floor or something? Like he did other spooky songs, which Michael Jackson did do a shocking number of like creepy Halloween songs. I know everyone like it's justifiably everyone knows Thriller, but like he did some solid scary songs. Like Threatened is a solid one. All the music, all the sounds like you hear in there are all from Twilight Zone, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but again, and again, going back to what I was mean is like, why not just use Michael Jackson's Ghosts or something like that? And you could, but like, no one really cares about Ghost. It's Thriller. It's Thriller. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of it. And I think the reason is it's just too expensive. But God, Universal, you have money. I know you don't have Disney money, but you have Universal Studios money. So just do it 1 year. Like Michael Jackson's Thriller. And I know the other thing is, too, again, the allegations. That might actually be kind of dicey now that I think about it. But I don't know. Like I just thought of that. That might be the other reason now that I think about it. But anyway. So moving right along to our other ones. And yes, Ghost is one of those Ghost is a house I've wanted for the longest time. I think Ghost deserves a house, and I think they are under a contract with a subsidy of Universal Studios. I think, yeah, they did produce the movie right here, right now. So you could do as a scare zone, a movie. I would love to see Ghost. I think that could easily work. Like the facade could be the church, and you're like a new member who's being baptized in it, and you can be scared by. I think it would actually work best as like a joke house, like a heavy metal version of a joke house. Get jump scared by Cardinal Copia, some nameless ghouls, Papa Nile, things like that. And you could just have all the music playing in the background, and then end with Square Hammer because you have to. Next up, I would say I would love to have a house centered around. I think it would be kind of like I don't know who would go for this if I'm being honest. Like I think a house actually no, I think a lot of people would go for it, but not like most millennials and Gen Z and some Gen Alpha will never get this. But I think the Misfits would be fun as a house. They're just Halloween. Like they are just all spooky. The Misfits would be a lot of fun. Getting spooked by the Creep would be a lot of, I think would be really cool. I think also just having members of the band jump out and scare you. Yeah. But I'll tell you, taking that idea of like a Halloween-centric band and applying it to someone else, Ice Nine Kills. And it's funny because Spencer has clearly been on Universal's side a lot. Like you see him with at Halloween Horror Nights. You see him. The band's going to be at Hard Rock in Orlando this year, and he's done a lot of talking about like how Universal has basically treated the band well and better than Disney ever did. So yeah, and also there's a whole lore around Ice Nine Kills. So you could have just the Ice Nine Killer, the mask there, and scare people. I think the music would be a lot of fun to play with that. You could even call it with the haunted house either the Silver Scream or Welcome to Horrorwood. Like it'd be better. Like you could do one house be the Silver Scream, that could be Orlando, and in California it's Welcome to Horrorwood. And it's like almost like two different stories that you're getting. So I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be a pretty solid idea. As for other, artists and bands, see, I think there are a few others, and I'm trying to think out off the top of my head of what could work. Voltaire, but the thing is, I don't know how big of a pull Voltaire is these days, so it's kind of hard to say. But I really do think Voltaire would be a pretty solid one, to be honest. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that'd be a fun, kooky one, and yeah, I know those are the ones those are my go-to. I will say, I think also like a Motorhead house would be fun. Like make it like a demonic garage, like motorcycle club. Actually, yeah, there you go. Make it like it's a original Motorhead house, but make it look like this dirty, grungy garage full of zombie bikers that are all trying to kill you, and it's called Lemmy's Bar. There you go. Anyway, so those are just some dumb, stupid ideas. I know I've talked about them over the years, but they never go away, so I might as well just apply those thoughts here in case any new subscribers watch these. So yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, what are some pitches for music, for bands or artists to be part of Halloween Horror Nights, to have their own houses? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.